Yeah, so that's the big opener for the movie.
Yeah.
Hey?
Barney's version.
Huge.
Yeah.
As soon as
Barney.
Actually, they're just, I think, probably in the theaters now. It just opened in Montreal this afternoon.
It did.
Absolutely.
People are going to love this movie.
It's an amazing movie.
Amazing. Now I'm with Randi Katz and Tony Picciuto. Your band, the directors.
Yeah.
I mean, you were telling us in the last hour how fantastic it was. You were just like found on the internet and all of a sudden you're Hollywood stars. I mean, I saw your limo outside the CBC. Beautiful limousine.
Thank you.
Long.
Thank you.
Long.
A lot of
limousine.
space.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a classic Cadillac, you know. We like the old classics.
Yeah, well, I mean, your music sounds like what the movie is based in what time period?
70s.
70s. So you had-
74, actually.
74 or 75?
Yep.
I think 74.
74. So you had to make your band sound
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, we were under the direction of Richard J. Lewis, who was with us every day.
He's
in the
the director
studio.
of the whole movie.
Yeah.
He is. He's amazing.
And he's a musician, by the way.
He is.
Actually.
Oh, so he understood what was going
Yeah.
on. He just didn't sit there and go, okay, good enough.
You know what? And I'll tell you just a little something about Richard. We were recording in the studio. I mean, it was like really, everything was very intense. The guys were really focused. And Richard comes up to me every now and then. He's talking about music. And he goes to me one time, he goes, you know, Tony, I play guitar, you know. And without knowing, I looked around. I said, we have a guitar player, by the way, Richard.
Yeah, it's true. You did say that.
And I said that. And I said, oh, no.
no.
I mean, you play guitar.
No. But it was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
He came in, he had us learn about, I think it was 10 tracks, something like that, in a week.
Yeah.
Did you record here in Montreal?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the studio name?
It was Studio Major.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Very good studio.
Awesome.
Very professional. Very
Yeah,
good.
The texts were great.
Yeah.
So there you are. You've got a Montreal band. You guys play weddings. You play bar mitzvahs. You do all this kind of stuff.
All different social functions, yeah.
You find yourself in the middle of Hollywood.
Yeah.
There you are. There's Dustin Hoffman. You sort of look like Dustin Hoffman, actually.
Well,
Has anyone ever said that to you?
No. Sometimes I get maybe De Niro.
De Niro a little bit.
De Niro a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit De Niro.
So do you
on a good day.
So do you sit down and say, Dustin, how are you doing?
Well, I'm going to tell you this story, okay? This is my huge... and I got to tell you, I've been a movie fan forever, okay? It's like my escape almost, you know? And love the actors. I read the credits right till the very end pretty much in
You
every
sit
movie.
there?
Yeah. Right till
He
the
does.
very end.
He does.
Okay.
He doesn't get up till the very end.
Anyway.
He's one of those kinds of people.
Anyway, so I see... I'm waiting to see... And Randy and I have this thing. I said, bring a camera. I've got to get a couple of pictures for my wall with, Dustin Hoffman. Oh, my God. So to make a long story short, we're in this holding area across the street, just about to go in. We got through makeup. We've gone through this, costume, everything. And this guy comes on a bullhorn and says, you're absolutely, nobody's allowed to talk to the actors. By any means, they're in character.
Method acting.
Method acting.
You're in there.
So, and I look at Randy, and they're not allowed to bring a camera even.
No, not allowed.
Okay? So I get the camera, and I said, listen, I'm bringing this in. I had a photo up, I'm taking it. Anyway, we're there for the morning, starstruck, everybody walks in, I see Dustin Hoffman. Later that afternoon...
Nice man, eh?
Nice
super guy.
So he's not like got three people in between you and him?
He's super guy.
He was so personable.
Yeah.
He was telling jokes.
He was
in front of everybody.
Wonderful man.
Great.
Anyway, so we're sitting at one of our breaks on the side of the stage, and he walks across the dance floor at the Ritz-Carlton, and he comes to sit right beside me. I mean, right beside me, he's touching my costume, my suit that I was wearing.
Yeah.
And,
which you have not taken to the dry cleaner since, I guess.
No, I haven't. No, I've kept it.
Still looks pretty
Still looks
pretty clean, though.
So I look at Randy, I say, go get your camera. She goes, no, we're not allowed,
not
this
allowed.
and that. And,
Oh, you follow rules.
Well, he's more of the rule breaker.
so I'm looking
in
at her to
certain
my
cases.
right. I'm looking at her to my right, and he's on my left. As I'm talking to her, he taps me on the shoulder. So I look at him, and he goes, is that your band playing the music? He says, because it was pre-recorded. He says, honestly, he goes, I'm a huge music fan. He goes, great stuff, he says to me. So I froze for a second, and I look at him, and I said, with all due respects, Mr. Hoffman, I am a huge fan, but you're not allowed to talk to me.
Yeah.
And he looks at me like, kind of like, where did that come from? And then he starts laughing, and he says, and later on, the next hour, he goes over to the piano, starts playing piano. Like he's actually
he's a musician.
piano musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy, you got to meet these people.
Yes. We did. There were some of the actors were very much in their focus, and they were very much
Just stay away a little bit.
Yeah, kind of took their space.
Well, they were working too.
Yeah, they were working. But we met Paul Giamatti. We spoke with him.
Yeah, Paul was great.
He's from Italy. He's a
Napolitano.
Oh, so there you go.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Scott Speedman. We
Scott
spoke
Speedman.
with.
Nice guy too.
Yeah. I mean, they're really amazing people. All the cast. I found that the crew had a very family-like type of
What was
feeling.
it fun playing? Well, was it actually fun being there, playing your music, performing? Like, you're natural performers.
Yes.
And I've seen on your website, what's your website?
www.thedirectors.ca.
Because you've got video on that website of you
Yeah.
playing, I think, a bar mitzvah or something, or wedding.
Yeah, weddings,
Yeah, it was
bar
a
mitzvahs.
wedding.
And I mean, you're
gala.
actors. You're
Yeah.
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
We
well, I'll
suited
tell
the
you-
role.
well, I'll tell you, it's funny because you gotta, after going through that whole experience, you really got to give a lot of respect to actors. I never realized how difficult a job it is to be an actor.
Yeah.
It seems like all glorious and wow, they have big houses and all this kind of stuff, but it's hard work for an actor. It's not that easy. It's long days, long days. Like I can't remember ever being that tired at the end of a day.
You guys, thank you so much for coming in. I'm looking
pleasure.
forward to seeing that movie over the holidays.
It's
I'm gonna
amazing.
It's amazing. It's so Montreal. You're so Montreal.
Thank you for
Fantastic.
having us, David.
We love bagels.
Your website again?
www.thedirectors.ca.
Thank you. And if people are getting married, they can just give you a call?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Married,
absolutely.
you're having an event.
And you know what? I just want to say happy holidays to all our friends
Yeah.
and relatives, and for the support from everybody in our community over the years. All the best for the new year.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you guys. Thank you very
Our
much for coming in.
pleasure.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry
And we're going to the guy who's spotted.